Okay, so I'll be leaving this Richland library and then heading to Halfway Library. Alright, so it was okay sleep last night. Whoa, I think I'm kind of running out of food, although I'm not. I got a bunch of food in here, but this is the type of food that I tend to eat slowly, because I have to watch my stomach and liver now, because they're not reacting very well to the diet, and things are getting pretty foggy in here. Things are really fogging up. Yeah, I'll be driving into the sun, but yeah, it'll be kind of bad too, but it'll be pretty curvy, so it won't be directly. It's not that far of a drive from Halfway to Halfway, and I stay on this road. Yeah, it's a lot of fog. It rained quite a bit last night, and then I rolled my windows up all the way, so I have a lot of inside fog. It's a very clear day though, besides the fog. You can look through that fog, look past it. So yeah, I rode my bicycle down this road on the right, and I thought about, the Brownlee Reservoir. I thought about driving down there to take another look at it, but they charge money to park anyway, so I'm not interested. I'll just go straight to the library. I'm a little concerned that this coming library is not going to be as nice, because it was pretty relaxing at this Richland library. I was able to hang out inside, just hook up to the electricity and play on the internet. It's really easy and comfortable and relaxing. The thing is I'm running out of food. Running out of good food too. Like, the food I have is I think causing yeast problems, causing pains. If I rely on the food I have in this car right now, it's not good for my digestion exactly. It's food you gotta eat sparingly. So it's difficult. I had some cereal last night, some barley flakes and dehydrated milk for a late supper. And I woke up with kind of a gut pain this morning. Pretty sure that's because of the yeast. I'm feeding my yeast. I'm gonna need to stop that and try to get more diversity. There's another little cattle loading setup for trucks. They got them dotted around the landscape. Fire hazard is low. So now it looks like the window is clearing up. No hunting or trespassing. I guess I've had major problems with that in the past, so they have to put up a sign on their fence. Yeah, they got signs all over. They don't want you hunting in their... The farmers don't want you hunting on their property. So they're pretty protective over their property once they get it. And why not be? You know, why should you have to give up your property to other people? It's yours. You're paying the taxes on it, right? You earned it fair and square. That property was earned through hard work. So I'm really doing some serious climbing, and they put a lot of rocks on the road. It's supposed to be above freezing, above freezing today, so the more snow can melt. A lot of snow-capped peaks around here. Apparently Richland is in a sun valley, it's a rain shadow, so they don't get much snow. They don't get much water because of being in the rain shadow. Doesn't really look very mountainous around here. It looks more like hills to me. Maybe they are mountains. I don't know. It'd be in between. It's hard to see. It'd be debatable. It's getting quite difficult to see. Doing some serious climbing here. Ah, there's a deer on top of that. Oh, there's another deer. They're pretty good size. Looking back at me, they're in. Oh, they got through the gate. The farmer left his gate open so those deer could get in. That's pretty nice. There's still a big fence though. It's not like the deer. The deer might remember where the fence gate is. Who knows? Yeah, being a rain shadow, there's some strong evidence for lack of water, with only sagebrush. And in fact, around here, there's barely even sagebrush. Still climbing up a hill, up a significant hill. Mile 46. And they had to cut in at the top of this hill. They cut right in, just said, you know, they don't want to climb any higher. Don't need to climb any higher. There's no cars behind me, so I can take my sweet time. It's not that big of a hurry, since I don't even know how long I'll stick around halfway, because they don't open till 2 and they only stay open for a couple of hours. Richland is not even open today, but it doesn't matter with Richland, because you could just hang right outside the library and plug in and be indoors. It's pretty nice. And it didn't even matter. I didn't even use the library internet anyway. Some guy left his internet unlocked or whatever. So break.com was open. Well, for some reason this library district allows live leaks, so that wasn't an issue. But break.com and all the porn sites, I could freely, and 4chan was open, and I could play my game, my Hearthstone game, which now I hate again. Play it till I lose enough where I hate it. And the only thing that feels good in that feels good about that game is getting more cards, because that's the only kind of progress you feel like you get, is getting new cards. You still lose the same amount. I still lose a lot, but they don't. Yeah, it's pretty rare that I get wins. In fact, the wins feel like flukes. The only thing that feels good about the game is getting new cards. So it's very centric on people paying and buying new cars. Wow, I am really at the top of this hill, as snowy as it is. The road is covered in snow, so it's slippery. I really reached the top of the hill. So this is the rain. This is evidence of the rain shadow. Getting intimately involved with it by actually being in the mountain that takes all the moisture, takes all the snow from Richland. This is the mountain that's taken all the snow from Richland, pretty much. That's kind of funny. The road is questionable, and well, Richland's in the rain shadow, so halfway's probably got a bunch of snow too. That's funny though. Richland has just had virtually no snow. But it's just weird, yeah, because I left Baker City, and they are experiencing quite a bit of snow. I checked out Sumter; they're past my knees in snow, and Richland barely any snow. And now it's really dictated by, you know, the mountains and whichever cities. So you kind of learn which cities are going to get hit more with that snow. Wow, everywhere I look is completely covered in white. Wow. Yeah, I talked to the librarian, and she told me about how Richland is in a rain shadow. I didn't really suspect it. I didn't suspect that Richland was in a rain. I just assumed that it was going to be pretty clear from here on out. But I should have more sense than that. I don't know why there's that weird fence set up. Is that a wind block of some kind? But yeah, this heading to halfway is really a snowy adventure. I was getting spoiled in Richland because of the lack of snow. Whoa! That is interesting how that works. Oh, is there anybody? Nobody's behind me. I've been passing quite a few people. Richland is about half the population of halfway. And then halfway, I'm interested. They went into that deal with some dude that owns half.com back in 2000, and they got a bunch of money from that guy. Apparently he grew up in halfway, and that half.com is still up. They're still using it. I never heard about it until I started reading on Wikipedia about halfway. Why is there such a fence like that? That could be seen now on this video on the right. There's a weird setup fence, angled fence. Is that for the snow? I don't get it. I can't even read that sign. What does it say? It seems like it's trying to say the elevation or something. I've been climbing this whole time, and now I'm just now falling. Ah, there's a snowplow. Wow, this landscape is crazy. I had no idea it would be so crazy. But the mountains dictate the snowfalls severely. There's more of that weird fence. There's kind of leaning fence. It sounds like it's a little windy. Oh, I'm going a little fast. Coming down the mountain now. Coming down, yeah, quite a ways. Looks like it's going to be, yeah, and now I'm picking up speed, which I'm not too thrilled about doing. I'd like to maintain a more steady speed here. It's quite a majestic landscape. Barely any trees. Yeah, that's slick looking. Oh, I'm sliding. I'm definitely sliding and picking up speed. I have to ride the brakes. I have to. Otherwise I'll slide. Oh, very slick looking. Very slick. Lots of rocks, which is nice. Thank you, snowplows. Still declining. Be declining for a while here, and I want to take my time. There's a curve, so I just had to wrap around a mountain there. It really does look. It's just, this would be more mountainous. More in the central Oregon, it seemed less mountainous. Okay, it's saying slow down speed, 40 miles an hour. I'm going 40, but there's snow on the road. Very windy around here, but you can't really tell, because I usually look at vegetation or something. Oh my God, I'm feeling the temperatures drop even in the sun. The sun is warming me up, but it's so cold out with the wind that I'm feeling on my feet. My feet are chilling out a little bit. It may be that wind chill. I'm heading in a northerly direction, I believe. And then this will be the furthest north I want to go. And then I'll be wrapping around east more, I believe, to get to the next village. They made sure to throw a lot of rocks here. They had to throw a lot of rocks to really be extra cautious. So, you know, as short of a distance as the cities are, I've been having to do a lot of wrapping around. Nothing is spared from the snow. Everything is covered. Oh, well, okay. I gotta take a left on 12, I believe. The temperatures are really dropping, too. It's really feeling cooler. It was really warmed up in Richland. I took off a few layers of jacket, but now I feel like I need to add another layer back. That is something. It didn't even really get cold last night. I slept good in my, well, okay in my car. I prefer sleeping on the ground. But I was getting a little nervous about people coming by or something and trying to maybe call the cops. You know, 2 days there. One day it's like a fluke. But then there's one guy who saw me 2 days. And, you know, if he sees me too many days in a row, he'll start questioning why I'm there, how long I'll be there. As nice as Richland is, I was actually getting quite bored of being on the internet too, which is great. I was like, when I got there, I was internet starved, and then now leaving it, I'm very saturated, full of internet news. Reading about why are people waving at me? People wave at each other out here. I haven't seen a car in a while, so you know, out here not many people travel out here, so they're gonna wave at each other more. Yeah, I noticed people tend to wave at each other back in Wisconsin and Rice Lake, Hagen. You know, the small town areas, people will wave at each other more. Big cities, we ignore each other. Oh, I think I'm sliding. You know, I am sliding. So this curve is going to be really treacherous. I feel like I'm sliding, like it's slick. You know, and as cold as it's feeling inside the car, what did I just hit? I hit a big rock. That'll make my tires pop. All right. So, yeah, I heard a big pop. I think I just ran over a rock, but I got cracks in my tires, and they could push right through those cracks. That's a problem. All right, definitely feeling the cold. There's a big difference. I was close to overheating. In fact, Pine Ranger Station, okay. There should be a sign that says halfway or something. Information station. Halfway in 2 miles. Okay, good. Just as long as I know. What is that? Is that the ranger station? On the right? Is that a ranger station? What are you saying? That we could climb that thing? I don't think they'll let us climb it, but it looks climbable. The ranger station? Strange. Ah! What? They got a library sign right on this highway. I'm all for that. Make it easy to find. You know, my gut is starting to hurt me again. A museum too? Wow. And I strongly believe it's because I'm being hunched over right now. Because I was feeling fine standing up and laying down. I hunch over and that's it. Gut starts hurting again. I'm pinching organs. And I'm pinching them for lengths, for too long periods of time. Oh, she just waved at me too. So it's I'm gonna have to adjust to the local custom of people waving at each other over here. Quite a landscape. There's actually trees around here. Trees exist. There are trees in the hillside, and they may have gotten cut down. They may be like second or third growth. Is that guy? No, he didn't wave at me. He's a garbage man. Alright, 45, I'm going 35. Alright, so I made my turn. I saw that the library is on the left side, but it's not exactly easy to see. I checked Google Maps, but on the ground, it just the street view didn't quite reach. Fairgrounds to the right, 25 miles an hour. All right, I'm taking a left onto. Okay, I'm going on to South Main. Okay, Dawson, and then I take a left on Church. I could just do it on Dawson. Is this Dawson? Nope. Okay, just missed Dawson. Quilts Plus, that really exists. I saw that on the street view. Alright, I gotta turn here, and oh my god, there's so much snow. Oh my god. This place got buried. Wow. Wow. What a huge difference. Okay, on the left here is mostly, yep, the library. Okay. Now, I'm just kind of parking between. Whoa, haha, hee hee. This is crazy. What a snowed in area. Wow. Big difference.